Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Game Dev Club once again. If you haven't signed in yet, go ahead and scan that QR code, or it'll be at the end of the slides as well. So today's meeting, getting started with your game. Ordinarily, we have this meeting after we have all of our game pitch teams, but due to some scheduling conflicts with some of our guest speakers, we had to flip some of them around. So we're talking about it today. Now you'll notice that our dear Mr. President isn't with us today, and that's because unfortunately he passed away on Sunday at a tragic accident at a chainsaw juggling tournament. He slipped. He wasn't part of the tournament, by the way. He just slipped and fell on the stairs. So can we just have a moment of silence for Mr. President? And actually, you know what? I think it would be very nice if we just went ahead and we all messaged Mr. President directly in Discord saying, "I miss you, Mr. President." Heart emoji. I'm going to do that right now. I miss you, Mr. President. All right. Moment of silence. Okay, that's enough of that. So, announcements for today. Round 1 social, that's happening on September 29th. If you've never been to round 1 before, it's like it's an arcade. They got like bowling, karaoke there. It's lots of fun, trust me. I've never been there, but it's lots of fun, trust me. VIP members will get a free game card in the arcade. We'll be sending out an interest form soon, so be on the lookout for that. Our Halloween Game Jam happening in about a month. We talked about this before. Game Jam is just you gotta develop a game within 48 hours based on a theme. You can work in teams or on your own. This is a great experience for game dev, and also it's good to put on your resume. You know, being able to say, "Hey, I made this in 48 hours." That looks really great. So, Oh yeah, we're broke. Please, VIP memberships, $15 per semester, $25 for the year. But wait, there's more, right? In the VIP membership, you get discounts on club merch, or in this case, a free shirt. So if you're interested, go ahead and contact Mr. President or me. Well, Mr. President's dead, so contact me. Deadline, this offer won't last. Deadline to sign up for the yearly membership will be September 30th. But wait, there's even more. Sign up within the next 18 days, and you'll get discounts on our epic club merch, like our keychains, our stickers. Look at this, he's so cute. So, please, give us money. If you're interested in the stickers, the keychains, go ahead and scan that form. It'll take you right to the order form. This week's workshop on Friday, Intro to Godot. As you know, last Friday we had the Intro to Unity workshop. This Friday is going to be Godot. It's just another game engine. So maybe if Unity wasn't really doing it for you, you can try out Godot and see if that feels any better. I know it uses a GD script, which is similar to Python. So if that's more your kind of language, maybe you'll be interested in that. Game pitches are happening next Tuesday, so please be there if you want to pitch a game or if you are interested in being part of a team. And on topic of those game pitches, the form to submit your pitch to us is due September 15th, this Friday at 11:59 p.m. Please submit it on time. It makes our life a lot easier if we kind of know what you guys are pitching before we begin. All right. So moving on to today's topic. This is originally assuming that we had our teams yet, but we don't. So just pretend that you have your teams. How do you manage your team? Well, first things first, the people. Yes, I know. So, put them to work. Summon up your inner Monopoly guy. Make him do grueling tasks for no pay. And first off, figure out a time to meet. You could use a site like Win2Meet for this. If you haven't used Win2Meet, it's just a website where everyone can put in, "Hey, I'm available at this hours," and it shows, here's the hour, here's the times that everyone's the most available, and so on and so forth. Set some tasks. Divide up your giant project to a bunch of small tasks. Figure out what everybody's good at. Maybe this person's good at art. Maybe this person's good at programming. And just give everyone something to do. Humans like to feel useful. Set priorities. Do important stuff first. This is important, and we'll talk about that more right now. Setting goals. How do you set those? Well, let's do a little experiment here. Let me go ahead and brainstorm a game. Let's think about what do we need for the MVP for this. So let's say I want to make a top-down hack and slash. Well, I know. You'll play as a butler, killing dust bunnies. You'll sweep their dust into a collector in the middle and reap awesome rewards like brooms, lots of brooms. Oh, and the dust bunnies always have to get harder every single wave and bigger too. And you're a butler, of course. You're working in a big mansion, maybe just different rooms have hosted different dust bunnies, like industrial bunnies, exploder bunnies, bunnies merge with other bunnies. Oh, gotta have unique characters as well, and they all have to do different things, have different weapons. Upgrades for each room, maybe also like a dustpan. They're sold by a shopkeeper. He's a janitor, by the way. Yeah, he's sold all kinds of stuff. Pet dust bunnies as well. You can train them to fight with you. Maybe have a dust bunny trainer character, multiplayer. Whoa. Hang on a second. let's calm down. Thinking up ideas for a game is lots of fun and, really awesome. But making a game is a little bit harder. Remember, this doesn't have to be AAA quality. It doesn't even have to be quality at all. If you're struggling to think, if you want to pitch an idea on Tuesday and you're trying to think of how to make it unique or stand out, don't worry about that. There's nothing wrong with doing something that's already been done. If you want to make Flappy Bird again, go for it. Make Flappy Bird again. There's just the experience of being able to develop a game from scratch, that's well worth it. So, bottom line, set the base goals of your MVP, right? Do that first, and then once you finish with that, then you can continue on and add on more features. So let's do this experiment again. This time, keeping our scope in mind. So I want to make a top-down hack and slash. For our little butler guy, he's going to need basic bi-directional movement, a nice little swing attack. Enemies will move towards the player, no navigation. They'll just go straight for him, and they will kill the player on contact. When you kill the enemies, they will leave a ball to represent dust, and you can whack the balls into the middle to gain more damage. That right there, that's already a really good game pitch. That's that's already way more than we're asking you to complete. So if you come up with something like that, that's great. If you come up with something more than that, that's great. But if you don't come up quite with that, that's also all right. Just make sure to keep your scope in mind. All right, next thing's next. Again, the people, right? We're on a team, so we have to work with the others. So how are we going to do that? Set up a GitHub. If you've never used GitHub before, you can kind of think of it like kind of like a Google Drive, right? Where you can host all your game's files and stuff. Except it has cool features unlike a Google Drive. For example, you can go back and check your revision history. GitHub keeps track of literally every single thing that happens to your files in that game. So if somebody messes up, right, if someone corrupts the project or accidentally deletes something, just roll back to a previous save and check and you do it that way. Make sure everyone has a GitHub account. If you're an artist or a musician, technically you don't really need one because you can just send your files to someone who does have a GitHub account. But it is nice to be able to contribute directly to the project in that way. Please make branches. This is very important. Please don't push everything onto the main branch. What a branch is basically, it's just it's a branch, right? If you have a version of the project. And let's say we have Billy Bob right here and Alice over here, right? They need to work on two separate systems. Let's say Alice is working on the health system and Billy Bob is working on the enemy system, right? And they both know that they might need access to the health script, and they might be making changes to it. They can branch right here. And now you have two separate versions of the project so that they don't interfere with each other when they're making changes. Because if they're on the same branch, right? Let's say Billy Bob does something with the enemies and he needs to change something to the health system. Goes on, writes up a change, and then Alice's changes are now completely gone because Billy Bob overwrit them. And then maybe Alice tries to pull the changes back, and then she realizes, wait, I can't pull this down because Bob made some changes and it won't merge with my project. It's a complete nightmare. So GitHub is a blessing from God, sent from the heavens, right? It is an incredible program, but also it'll make your development process living hell if you don't know how to use it right. So please use branches. Now, how do you make branches, you ask? Well, you asked such great questions. Our intro to GitHub Git workshop, it's next Friday, moved up from the original date because we figured it'd be better to have all of the intro workshops all back to back right next to each other. So go to that if you want to learn more about Git and how to use it. Next, so we have a project, we know what we want to do, everyone kind of has their tasks. What now? Please reach out. You're not alone here, right? We're the Game Development Club. Our sole purpose here is to help you and also drag money out of you through VIP memberships and also club merch sales, which might remind you again, they look really good. You should totally buy some. Your friends and family will love it, but I digress. If you get stuck at any point, right, we have this game pitch guidance channel. Please ask any questions, anything at all in there, and we'll answer you, right? And there's no such thing as a stupid question, and I know lots of professors say that. There's no such thing as a stupid question in my class, and then you ask a stupid question, they look at you like you're an idiot. But, on Discord, right, you can't see our faces, so even though we're judging you from the screen, you won't be able to tell. But please, anything at all, even if it's something as simple as what's a game object again? Right? How do I make my character move at all? Go ahead and ask it. We'll be more than happy to help. And if nobody responds to your questions, just spam my DMs with this dancing cat GIF. I love this GIF, by the way. He's so cute. But spam that GIF in my DMs. I'll get back to you. Team check-ins. This is what we do every other week, right? We just want to check. We want to look over your shoulder, see what you're up to. No, it's just a way for you to show off. Hey, this is what I've been doing. This is what me and my team have been doing over the past 2 weeks, right? You can show off stuff like, oh, here's some sprites we made. Oh, check out this music. Or here's a mechanic we just implemented, right? And so we'll just call everyone up and be like, okay, hey, you team, what have you been working on? What kinds of stuff? And yeah, feel free to show anything you want. And if you don't have anything to show, that's perfectly fine as well. Right? Remember, your life, your academic work, you comes first, right? We're just a club. So if you don't have it, don't kill yourself trying to come up with something to show during the next team check-in. It's fine if you don't have anything. Now, the end of the semester, the light at the end of the tunnel, our end goal. So what's that all about? What are we expecting from you? So there's 2 things that we want. We want a game demo and the simple presentation. So the game demo, right, it's your game, right? A playable version of it. It has to be in some kind of exportable format. Every engine has a way of doing this, right? We just want to see, your project at the end of the year. And remember, it doesn't have to be AAA quality. It doesn't even have to be there. If you get to the end of the semester and you're like, hey, we really couldn't, make something from our project. But here's a bunch of cool sprites that we made. Here's a bunch of cool art. Here's a bunch of cool music and stuff. That's fine too. You can still show that off at the end as well. But if you do have an project to show off, publish it to itch.io to show it. Itch.io, if you don't know, it's just a website that hosts all kinds of indie, indie games. Here, I can show you guys right now. Itch.io. And so, yeah, this website just has so many indie games. You feel free to browse these on your own later. Some of these are actually really good. So this is where we'll be publishing our stuff. We wanted to publish our things to like a big name site like Steam, but unfortunately, Steam's got a $100 price tag per game, and that's kind of a little bit outside of our budget. So Itch it is. Yeah, that's where we'll be stuff. That's where we'll be putting our stuff. And then the other thing we want is a simple presentation to show your development process. What happened, while you were making your game, and you could include stuff like screenshots of the development process, funny bugs. We always love funny bugs. Anything that changed from your original pitch and like how the idea developed and so on and so forth. And then when is this stuff due? December 1st at our club banquet. At the end of the year, we have a nice big old celebration. We'll have lots of food, snacks, prizes, games, and all that stuff. And of course, we'll be showing off the projects that we've been making over the course of the semester. That happens December 1st. Please be there. We'll have lots of fun, and we really want to see what you guys were able to come up with. So, yeah, with that, I think that's everything from me that I wanted to cover. Thank you all for listening. There's the sign-in sheet. Again, I think that's the right one. If it's not, someone please tell me. But yeah, anybody have any questions or anything like that? Yeah. Oh, the pitch is next Tuesday. Oh yeah, and please submit your pitch form before Friday. That'd be nice. Yes, please. Yeah, please. Okay. When our team's made, so after we do the pitches, we'll go ahead and we'll make roles for every team, right, in our Discord. And if you want to join the team, you just react to that role, and then you'll be added to their little Discord channel in our channel. But if you want to make your own Discord server, you're more than welcome to. Yeah.
Is there like a maximum amount of people that can join each game, or is it like up to them?
It's mostly up to them. But yeah, we don't really have a set maximum. Maybe if we feel like there's too many people on one team, we might encourage people to go join other teams. But it's not like we're going to force you guys to. We're not putting a hard limit on anything. Any other questions?
What kind of specific roles or positions do you need?
Huh? Roles? Oh. I mean, it's just kind of up to the team lead, however they want to split it. Usually we have, like the programmers, the artists, the musicians, right? That's usually how the split goes. And then for programming, right, so might split it based on one person focuses on like movement mechanics, one person focuses on damage mechanics, so on and so forth. Just however your team lead decides to split it up. Yeah. Any other questions? Remember, no stupid questions in my class. Yeah.
Is the Unity workshop recording going to be up soon?
Yeah. We're working on it right now. It should be up by later. Okay. Yeah.
Wednesday max.
Wednesday max.
All right.
And I'll also send out a GitHub repo containing the full completed project if you want to look at it there. Anything else? Yeah.
There was also a workshop this week, right?
Yeah, this Friday, we're going to have the Godot workshop. That's just, Godot is just another game engine like Unity. So if Unity wasn't really doing it for you, maybe Godot will be more your style. Yeah.
What should we think about before, even starting the pitch and stuff, like in terms of like the game making and stuff?
What-
When we start making a pitch, what should we focus on first? I know you talked about it in PowerPoint, missed half of it.
I mean, just the basic mechanics, right? What is the bare minimum stuff that you need in a project for it to be playable, right? So stuff like movement, right? If in our case we had like a fighting game, right? So movement, right? A way to kill enemies and a way to die. And that's pretty much all you need in our situation, right? Yeah.
What was next week's workshop gonna be?
Next, so this Friday is Godot. Then the workshop after that is Git, right? Git is the version control software that we recommend you use. The Google Drive with extra features, and it's really important to know how to use that because, like I said, using it wrongly can really just mess up your day. So I highly recommend you attend that workshop. Yeah.
Is it ideal that you know how to run these software game dev softwares before making a pitch?
I mean, we don't require it or anything. Obviously, it's nice if you have some experience as the team lead, but it's not like we're requiring it or anything. Yeah.
Unity can be used for 2D games too, right?
Yeah. Of course. I could show you right now some 2D games that I've made with Unity, for example. Let's check my itch.io page. Itch.io/Orban Waffle. Unlucky. I guess I don't exist, guys. Very unfortunate. You know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, hey, look at that. Fancy that, huh? That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. Oh, like this one. Bomino Theory. This is a game I made for a game jam. It's a simple platformer. You play as a bomb running through semi-randomly generated area. So yeah, Unity is more than capable of 2D if that's more your thing. Any other questions?
On the right.
Oh yeah.
Will this Friday's workshop be in the same classroom as last week?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Will all these announcements be posted in the Discord?
Yeah. We'll send out all this stuff on the Discord. Yeah, no worries.
What other kinds of workshops would you be hosting?
Let's see. We have let's see, Godot, Git,
2D art, 3D art.
2D art. Are we having the music one this? Maybe. Not sure.
I don't know exactly.
But yeah, Godot and Git are the ones that we know. 2D, 3D art as well. The rest still kind of up in the air, but yeah.
Is it specific software you recommend for 2D or 3D art?
Not really. I'll be honest. My go-to software is Microsoft Paint, so you can use whatever you want.
Where do we go to, find other sources for helping with coding?
Oh, YouTube. YouTube has so many videos. If you're struggling with anything, just YouTube it. There's probably a tutorial that you got. Any other questions? All right. If not, then this meeting is adjourned. You're free to hang out here until 12:50 when they kick us out. If you have any other questions that you want to ask me or the board personally, you're free to come right up here and ask it. But thank you all for coming, and we greatly look forward to your pitches next Tuesday. And please submit them by Friday. That would be very nice.